Good evening. I'm Andy.
And I'm Evan.
And together, we're the Deplorable General. Every week we bring you tactical tips and tricks, guns and gear review, and political commentary. I myself, a military veteran, a security contractor, consultant, and bounty hunter.
I'm a bounty hunter, security consultant, executive protection certified out of 6 Hour Academy, and last but not least, firearms instructor.
So we have some experience in the things that we talk about, and what we like to talk about is we've talked about everything from the history of specific firearms to different battles, different wars, different conflicts, different people in those different battles and conflicts. The other week we did a whole episode on the man that this rifle was dedicated to. Carlos Hathcock, Mr. White Feather, the famous Vietnam sniper.
Mm-hmm.
If you're interested in that, go ahead on YouTube and check that out. It's up on there for you to watch. We've talked about situational awareness. We've talked about we've got 2 years worth of episodes that we've been doing, and in that time we've accumulated over 10,000 household viewers in the York, Pennsylvania area. That's where we're out of. That's where our primary medium is here on live television in the York, Pennsylvania area. We also do try to put our stuff over on YouTube when it's relevant and when we think it's appropriate. So some things that are relevant to this area we're not going to put on YouTube, so you're not going to see every single episode for 2 years on there, just the ones that we think that are going to get us more views and that people want to watch. So if you're interested in that, just go to YouTube and type in the Deplorable General. You'll see a thumbnail pop up of Evan and I with this background, and you'll be able to find us. Click on one of those videos, watch as many as you like, and then do us a favor and like those videos and subscribe. We need your help with subscriptions. We for YouTube and for our Facebook page, which is Tactful Tactical. You'll see that come up on the marquee down here. When we have people that will like and share and subscribe our videos and our pages, we put you in for a drawing. We just recently did a drawing where we had a $75 plus grab bag. It was a range bag with some knives and shirts and stickers and all kinds of really cool stuff. And I'm going to be getting that out this week, a little late. It's been difficult getting in touch with the person who won. But we finally did, and we're going to be getting that out this week for him. We don't have any regular schedule that we hold to as to when we give those out. So if you wanna get in on that and win a chance, go to our YouTube page, go to YouTube, type in the Deplorable General, click subscribe under that video, and your name will go into a hat to pull out for a drawing for a swag bag.
And I want to say something about swag bags. Because of the holidays, we're not going to do a swag bag. We do have another big production coming up next month. We didn't do one this month because of the cost overrun on the last one. So we're going to do one coming up next month. Am I correct on that?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's subject to change too.
Yeah.
We might find something, or sometimes when we do these swag bags or these different giveaways, it's products that we actually get from
different companies
to do reviews on. And instead of just keeping them for ourselves, we'll give them to you in the form of a giveaway. We have a handful of products that we received over the past 6 months. We might just be like, feeling really generous here in the holiday season and say, hey, we're going to give away a bulletproof vest, but you got to like, share, subscribe. I'm not saying we are, but maybe. So just keep that in mind. Pay attention. Keep watching the show, and you'll be updated as of that. We do always like to give shout-outs. The number one firearm company we always give shout-out to is FN. Reason being is at the beginning, 2 years ago, we reached out to every firearms company, every major firearms company that we could think of. And FN was the only company that would send us boxes and boxes of swag, T-shirts, hats, bumper stickers, lanyards, pens. I don't know, a couple other.
They're awesome. It was and they still are an awesome company.
Yep.
I also want to give a shout out to HK came aboard with us. B&T, that was a big one. Burger Talbot. I mean, but we had to bust our tail, guys, for these companies to acknowledge us. They didn't just, willy-nilly, here's a couple of stickers, this, that, and the other. B&T stickers were expensive, dude. They're like 3D stickers, they're massive. But, but this is what it takes for us to jump in there.
Yeah. So we then like to jump to our local audience here in York, Pennsylvania. We jump into the gun shops that we've had a good experience with and that we will recommend to you. There are other gun shops in York, in the York area, some of which we've been to, some of which we haven't. Just because we're not listing it here doesn't mean we've necessarily had a bad experience, although there are a couple that we have. But we like to list the good ones, the ones that we have had great experiences with that we think you should definitely check out if you have the chance. The first, I always start out with down in the southern part of the county, right across into Pennsylvania, across the Maryland line. It's in Shrewsbury, Pennsylvania, and it's the Gun Bunker. Gun Bunker has over 3,000 guns in stock. And great. Anything that you're looking for, they have it. Okay?
If they don't have it, it don't exist.
Right. They have their selection is incredible. Next, we move on over. If you're heading towards Gettysburg or Thomasville from York, Carbon and Steel, it's on the right-hand side. That's where this rifle right here came from. The guys over there are awesome. It's in between the 116 and 616, the roads that take you down to New Salem and Spring Grove. On the right-hand side, great bunch of guys. And
the SIG 232 came from there.
Yeah.
This was my first gun I bought from them.
Yeah.
And guys, let me tell you something. I am not disappointed. These guys will work with you.
Yeah, they have a great layaway program.
Oh, excellent. Well, I couldn't afford half the stuff it wasn't for that layaway program.
Yeah. Yep, and they know what they're talking about, and they're good guys. All of these stores are great places to go in and just shoot the stuff with these people and talk products, just talk
especially
whatever, politics, whatever.
Dallas over at Carbon Steel, Frank, Bruce. We're going to do something with Bruce on this show. We're going to probably do a podcast with Bruce one day.
Yeah.
So, we got a lot going on, guys. And
moving down though is in Jefferson Firearms. They're open on Fridays and Saturdays right now. Check their Facebook page though. Sometimes they're not. They're kind of a young
brand
store.
New.
They just
they're
opened
brand
up.
New.
They haven't even done their actual grand opening yet. So check out their Facebook page. Reach out to them. They have some really good deals on guns, and they do consignment. Most of these stores do consignment, but if you have a consignment, I'd say go down and check Jefferson out because since they're a new store, they could really use the help of people here in the community who are looking to sell their guns, putting your guns up on their shelf. And, they also have surplus. They have mags and accessories and all kinds of stuff. We're trying to get them connected with Kydex Concealments. They're a company that we've worked with and done reviews on their products. Great holsters. We have their link up on the marquee down here. We check out Jefferson. And then if that is that's over by Spring Grove, in between Hanover and York. And then as you get into Hanover, there's W.E. Sells Sporting Goods. Awesome store. I've always found the best deals there on their used guns. A buddy of mine just picked up a CZP-10S, which is the subcompact of the CZP-10C, and he only paid like $400 for it.
And that's a great deal.
Yeah.
And guys, like I said, good Lord, and I don't want to forget Double Tap. Double Tap has come aboard with us, hot and heavy.
Yeah.
I mean,
we get the majority of our ammo, our match grade stuff we're getting from Double Tap. If you're in the market for match grade ammo, that's the place to check out. Fair
even
prices.
oddball rounds they have.
Yep. So let's get into it tonight. we are going to talk about EDC. Now, about a year ago or so, there was like this craze on the internet of EDC. EDC is everyday carry. Basically, there's these videos that popped up on YouTube of people taking stuff out of their pockets and say, this is what we carry every day. And we didn't really jump on board of that train then, but we feel like now's an appropriate time for us in our, let's say, maturity level to share those things. It's important because what you carry on you, with you every day is what you have. And if you're not carrying it, you're not going to have it, and you're not going to
keep your tools with you guys.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like the idea of, it's great to own a firearm, but if it's locked away in a safe with a trigger lock on it or whatever, it's not going to do you any good.
No.
Right? So that concept can be applied to anything, and so we thought, you know what? Let's jump into this EDC thing and let's show our viewers the things that we carry. And we're gonna try to keep this episode within our time frame for the live episode. If we can't, we're gonna keep on pushing it out because the things we carry, it's important that we go over them with you. I will have this episode up on YouTube by the weekend. Okay. So if for some reason we go long, go to our YouTube channel, type in the Deplorable General, you'll find this episode, Everyday Carry, will probably be the title, and you'll find the rest of the video that you missed there. But we're going to try to keep it into our time slot. That's why I'm talking fast and trying to get this thing kicked off. So Evan, so we have two different things here. We have what's on our person. And Evan and I also both carry a laptop bag with our computers in it, but also some stuff that is critical or crucial or important to us. And we're including that in our everyday carry discussion today because it's with us most of the time. And a lot of people have jobs where they can carry some sort of bag around. So it's entirely relevant to this everyday carry conversation. So Evan, do you want to jump into your just your person for now? What do you carry on your person, and if you feel like anything needs an explanation, dive into it. Obviously, like, hey, this is a flashlight. We don't need to dive too deep into that, but go for it,
guys. This has been with us since day one. It's my FNX 45. The reason I brought this out, not my Glock, I'm mainly carrying my Glock every day now.
Yeah,
is because of the weight of this gun.
Mm.
I mean, the Glock is actually lighter weight than this thing because fully loaded, this thing weighs 40-something ounces.
Yeah.
And yes, I get 15 plus 1, but with the Glock and the 9mm, it's like this gun empty.
Yeah.
And that's fully loaded with 17 rounds.
Yep.
So, there's a big difference there, guys. And like I said, it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm just carrying a gun, I'm carrying a gun. As long as I have a gun with me, it doesn't matter caliber. But my 45 is the one I carry the most because I also have a it's stuck on my belt now, but I have a pouch, and my mag pouch I have is a Golden Goodrich old paddle holster kind of thing, and it has one spare mag, 15 round mag, and then I carry my Surefire tactical flashlight. So, I have this. Now, it's a 300 something lumen light, but yes, this is my,
yeah.
And then I'm always going to the old school. One is none, two is one. Yep. So for a little backup, my little 380,
yep.
SIG 232, 380, all steel gun, nothing fancy, no safety, 7+1 capacity, just a little go-to gun. If I need it, I need it. If I don't, I don't. And then, of course, I have that with flashlights also. Now, what I like about this little flashlight is this is a AA. This runs on 2 C123.
Right.
So this is more of my utility light.
Yep.
And this is strictly for
tactical
application.
Yeah.
That's it.
What else you got?
Let's see, what else I got? Oh, I got the my pocket machete. Cold steel.
That's not a knife.
Yeah, cold steel Raja 2. I call this a Steven Seagal special because on a couple of his movies, he's actually has this knife. And me and him also love the 1911, so there you go.
I mean, you guys could be twins almost. What else you got?
Yeah, well, I bought this at a gun show. This was a custom-made knife. I got this on my pack because it's out of the way.
Yeah, but you normally do carry it on your belt, right?
I usually carry it on my belt.
What company is it?
This is a custom company. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
It doesn't say on there.
It doesn't say on there, no. But
That's unfortunate, yeah.
Yeah, he should have put his name on it. But this is not a cheap knife, by the way, guys. This is actually, there's his logo on there. But this is a little camo blade. He calls it the Shrike off the missile, air to ground missile. And the way you use this knife is you actually hold it like so.
You palm it, yeah.
You palm it. Now, the reason is you're just poking.
Mm-hmm.
That's the idea behind it. You're just poking the guy. But, you heard the old saying, die of 1,000 cuts. Mm-hmm. This will do it.
Yeah.
And
let me see if I can read that. My eyes aren't any better than yours, really.
Yeah, well, it's hard to see on that camouflage blade.
Yeah, and I think it's just a logo.
It's just a logo, but the steel is actually made from tool steel from a machine shop cutting tools. So it's a very high carbon steel blade. This is not a utility knife, guys. This is strictly a self-defense tool, but it's very easy to put edge on.
Yeah.
Very easy to put edge on. I got to hone it up. It's one thing about this steel, stainless steel, you got to sharpen it. This knife here has to be sharpened.
Yeah.
Even though I don't hardly use it, I still got to hone it. And that's something that high carbon steel blades. Now, my K-bar, that 1095 Crovan steel, don't have to do that with.
Right.
But there are some very high quality knives that you do have to hit with a steel every now and then. And it locks in the sheath right there on the pack. Going around the other side, I have my tourniquet, my cat tourniquet, early birthday present from Andy. Thank you, Andy. But this is the real deal. This is a real cat tourniquet. Guys, there's a lot of knockoffs on this, and I think that is a crime.
Yeah.
To have a knockoff cat tourniquet.
Yeah, and if you're wondering why, just search on YouTube for the knockoff cat tourniquets, and there's a couple of good videos out there that talk about why they're not as good. Now look, they're better than nothing, okay? So if that's really all you can afford for some reason, get it, I guess. But we'd recommend save up, get the real thing, even an older generation, because a lot of these cheaper ones, they break under pressure. Now, if you want a knockoff carrying case or something like that, go for it. But the actual tourniquet itself, go with a real reputable brand and not one of these Chinese knockoffs.
Guys, the Chinese knockoffs break.
Right.
And that is a shame.
Yep.
I mean, and take a training course in this.
Yeah.
They're not hard.
Or at least watch some YouTube videos on how to apply it. Yeah.
Guys, these are lifesavers.
Literally.
These are lifesavers. And
what else you got?
What else do I got? I got my laptop. Let's see if I got anything other goodies. I haven't taken this out.
Oh, you have your TVD? Your TVD? Tactical vibrational device?
No.
Okay.
No, but I do have my 400 rounds of 9mm.
Oh yeah, special. Walmart is getting rid of their 9mm and their 5.56 and like everything useful. And so this stuff was on sale for $30 a box of brass Winchester 9mm. It's not like fantastic ammo, but for $30 for 200 of it, brass case, it is good. Like plinking ammo and
guys,
even stockpile ammo. It's not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing. When I teach classes, guys, my 9mm, I give the student somewhere in the process. I'll let him shoot 33 rounds out of my Glock. I got a stick mag. You saw it on the zombie hunt, and trust me, it ain't all double tap going in there.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
you know,
expensive. Yeah.
You know, that's a mixed bag of ammo just to go into the range with, and guys, and trust me, this would be very well used with our students, especially with that 31 round mag. You gotta understand something. Since I've owned that Glock, I estimate I put like 700 rounds through it already.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long when you have all them mags.
No. And then lastly,
I got my IFAC.
IFAC is individual first aid kit for you non-military types.
I love this. This was something that right after we became tactical, Andy got for me and him both. He's got one too. This is very good stuff here. And I do have a cat tourniquet in here also. So that gives me a couple of good tourniquets. I got a stop bleed, you know, also have a chest wound.
Seal.
That's important. Especially when we're at the range, guys. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, there's a decompression needle in there. There's some gauze. Yeah, I mean, like, this is really a blowout kit. Not just what they call a boo-boo kit. A boo-boo kit's going to be like Band-Aids and
we got that stuff in here too.
That stuff's in there. Yeah, but this is like a serious individual first aid kit that's designed really for tactical application.
But you know, when we do range work, prime example, you know, the one that really comes to my mind was in range. Ian McKellen was shooting some rifle. They didn't go into what caliber or what round or whatever, but he had an out of battery discharge.
Mm-hmm.
No fault of the gun. It was just it was just the ammunition they were using, and a piece of brass that exploded went into his chest. And his buddy Carl had to use a chest compression seal to stop the bleeding.
Yeah. Anything else?
Let me pat myself down. I got my cell phone over there. That's pretty much it, you know.
All right. So, gonna dive into my EDC here. So, this is almost number one. Unfortunately, we're dependent on these things, these cell phones. However, they are a wealth. They have a plethora of resources for us, from ballistics calculators to shot timers to Google, you know, to video. I mean, we shoot our podcasts off of a cell phone. We did the zombie hunt off the cell phone. Right. There's so much of a resource. We also have Zello, which is a push-to-talk radio app. On our phones, we can use to communicate, and all we need is an internet connection. Really, your cell phone can be like your most valuable tool in a lot of cases and situations. So that's number one. And I'm trying to think even where to start. A watch, I always have a watch on. Usually I have a digital watch on. if I'm dressing up, I might throw an analog, but I almost always have a digital watch. I have some really nice watches. This is a Walmart Armatron. This I actually had got for like a camping trip or something like that, and I just haven't taken it off. And I like it. I've worn it for about 6 months, and it's still running strong.
I got this Bulova. I'm not going to go into how much this one costs, but this is a 300 meter water resistant precisionist automatic movement. Excellent watch. It was a gift. And I never leave. I'm always doing stuff with it.
And you might ask, why wear a watch when you have your cell phone? Well, it's a great question. First of all, every time you pull your cell phone out to see what time it is incentive for you to open up Facebook or whatever else, right?
It's a distract.
You're not just going to look at your phone. That's going to distract you from whatever it is that you're doing, from either being productive or from being situationally aware. Having a watch, you don't have that. If your cell phone battery goes dead, you have your watch. Your watch allows you to be kind of inconspicuous if you're timing things, like distances and things like that.
Well,
you usually have a stopwatch on especially digital watches. So having a watch is a great thing to have on your everyday carry. Highly recommend it. So I guess I'll move around. I don't know. So for a firearm, I carry a Taurus PT-111 Gen 2, and which is now the G2C. Now I own a handful of carry options. Out of all of the carry options that I have for everyday carry, this is my favorite. This is my go-to. It's the most comfortable. I am the most comfortable shooting it. It's relatively inexpensive, so if something happens to it, I don't have to cry about it. And it's just, I love it. I love how it shoots. I love the reliability of it. I love that it's got a lifetime warranty. So trash Taurus all you like. But I love this gun, and it is my choice for everyday carry. I normally wear it in an in-the-waistband holster. I have it on an outside the waistband today. I normally wear it with a in-the-waistband, and that is my choice of firearm. Sometimes I carry a spare mag, sometimes I don't. It just depends on my mood or if I think about it. Coming around my waistline here, I carry...
That is awesome.
This knife right here.
That is a wickedly sharp knife.
So I actually cut my thumb open with this thing like the second day I got it. This is a Laduck, Laduck. These things are about $23, $24 on Amazon. Worth its weight in gold. I love it. It's super sharp. Just the shape of it, it really allows you to get a good grip on it in a couple of different configurations. But you can see I can wrap my pinky around it like that, and it's just a really good grip, super sharp. Given the price of this and the sharpness, I use this as a utility knife. I use it for self-defense, whatever the case may be. This is a good, cheap, dependable, reliable, sharp knife. I highly recommend this thing. Like I said, it's a Laduck. It's $23, $24 on Amazon. It comes
a lot cheaper than mine.
It comes with a
lockable sheath.
It's a plastic sheath, I guess.
I'll still call it KDAX.
On the sheath, it says Outdoor Edge Survival Series. I don't know if that's the particular series that this knife belongs to. But I tell you what, people, this knife is awesome. I've had it for 3 months or so.
Yeah.
And I use it almost every single day, whether it's cutting boxes open from Amazon or whatever. Chasing the kids around the house, whatever. No, I'm just kidding. So moving around, flashlight. I've owned good expensive flashlights. I don't like to carry good expensive flashlights because I tend to lose them or I leave them somewhere. What I carry is this little light here. It's a little LED that I had gotten from AutoZone for like $8, something like that. And what I have it on is this retractable chain. I think I got it from Walmart. And this little thing, it's nice because I keep it on my belt line, and I use, again, I've had this flashlight for over a year, and I wear it almost every single day, and I've used it a lot, like in the movie theaters or I don't know. I've used it a lot, and a bunch of different. Went caving over the weekend, and it was a nice little backup. I can just pull it like that, open it up. This is a nice little setup. I got this idea from a ranger buddy of mine who kept something very similar on his plate carrier. There's pieces of Velcro that cover up the straps on the plate carrier. He kept this inside of that and covered up by that. He would just be able to reach up, pull this down for like map reading and stuff, and I thought that was a really good idea. Now, I don't use this particular flashlight for that, but the concept is the same. So it goes on my belt. I don't even know what battery it takes because I've used it for a year and it's not even close to dying. But
it's probably got like a those little circular battery.
Yeah, a little watch battery or something, right? Yeah. So, good option. Okay, don't think that you need a Streamlight if you know.
Or a Surefire like I do.
This is a Lux Pro, and I think it's like 100 lumens or something. It's not much, but again, this is like for utility purposes. This is like, you're in a dark spot and you need, this is not necessarily a self-defense flashlight that you're going to blind somebody with, like something like this is going to be that Evan has.
And let me tell you something, guys. This is the only reason why I'm not. Brands hate me. I mean, I'm not a brand guy. It's just what I got particular set of equipment, applications because I've been there, done that. And what I like about Surefire is their tactical series.
Yeah.
Is not a variable, programmable light. Okay, that's what I like about this.
Yeah, and they're proven. I mean, they're durable. Trust me, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I've had some really nice things: knives, flashlights, sunglasses. I wear a $12 pair of sunglasses because every pair of Oakleys that I've had, I've lost or broken, or and I don't know why that is. Now, my $12 pair of sunglasses I've had for like 3 years or something. I don't know the explanation for it, but I know that I've spent hundreds of dollars on good stuff and I've lost or broken it. So the cheap stuff, if you lose it and break it, oh well.
Yeah.
Now, I like knives, okay? So I showed you the one on my belt. This is my little folding buck knife. This thing, it does not have a clip on it, like a belt clip. It has a case that goes into your belt. It's just a buck knife. Now, I like and carry buck knives because they have a lifetime warranty on them. They are a little bit more expensive when it comes down to like folding utility lot knives than like a cheapo, but made in the USA. Buck is like a pioneer when it comes down to knives.
Yeah, they are. May I say it real quick? Buck knives they pioneered the pocket knife.
Yeah.
Of what we know today. Now, the company that really did the tactical knives first was Spyderco.
Right, yeah.
Spyderco was the first
tactical folder
and cold steel fold. And now, Buck kind of got in it. But the blade design here, guys, goes back years.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking back in the 80s, the 70s.
And again, lifetime warranty. I can pry something open with this thing and snap the blade. I send it back to Buck. They send me a new one.
No questions. Right. And the funny
great
thing,
warranty.
And there
great
was
customer service.
There was a guy that did something with his knife, and I would have said,
No way.
No way.
Yep.
And Buck replaced it.
Yep. No questions asked.
No questions asked.
Keeping on the same, let's see here. Knives. Let's see. I have. I usually carry a pen on me. This is the last knife that I carry. It is just a little case folder. It's got 2 little blades on it. I keep them sharp. I don't hardly ever use this. It just goes in my pocket as a emergency. You know, I have a primary, a tertiary, and an emergency. So I have, 3 different options. Like I said, I've really never used this. I just kind of sharpen it. I really can't think of a time that I've used it for anything. It just goes in my pocket. It's a nice little backup to the backup, just in case. So that's what I got as far as knives go. In my right pocket, I have, this thing's kind of cool. This is just a little, I don't know what it's called, but it's kind of like the concept.
It's also a bottle opener. That
Yeah,
thing will open up a bottle.
It's kind of the concept of like a brass knuckle kind of deal. You would hold this something like so, and it's going to give you a little bit more force and pressure and pain if you ever have to use your fists. So this is honestly, I don't even know where I think I got this in like a subscription box. It came and I usually just carry it in my pocket. And
Even with my big knuckle.
Oh yeah, it's got a huge. Yeah.
I mean, I almost fill that thing up.
But it's a good grip. It's easy to grip. It's just something that I keep in my pocket. It might end up a Christmas gift this year. I don't know. But I've been carrying this for like 6 or 7 months now, just as an extra little thing. So
God knows that would hurt.
And it's not metal, so it doesn't set off metal detectors.
No, it's something else. It's a cast.
Thing.
This is cast.
Yeah.
You know what that probably is?
Well, maybe it is metal.
It's metal, but it's a
I thought at first maybe it was like a granite or something.
You know what I was thinking? It was a pot metal.
Yeah, it could be. But anyway, it's something that I keep in my pocket. So it's just, again, it's a backup, just thinking in my mind, like if it's ever to the point where I don't want to pull out a knife or a gun, but I still need to lay the smack down.
Yeah, that'll definitely get somebody's undivided attention.
Yeah, that will give me a little advantage. So again, I got the pen in the other pocket, I got the knife in the other pocket, and I have a lighter. I got a Bic lighter. This happens to be a Walking Dead Bic lighter. Lighter, you have all kinds of uses. I don't smoke anymore, but you always have the ability to light a cigarette for a female that's nearby, if you're single. So that you could start fires with it.
Yeah, you never know.
You could all kinds of stuff. You could
never know.
Crimp the end of a piece of paracord. It's got 100 different uses. And then I have this is just my business card holder, and I keep a couple of different business cards in here. That's all. I don't keep anything else cool or high speed. Some pocket lint, I guess. But just business cards in that.
Nice.
So that's what I keep on my body, and then the last thing on my person is something that's kind of special to me. So every year for Christmas, I'd get a new wallet, and the wallets that I got were always leather, and they were always like nicer, like Polo one year. What did I get the last year? I don't know, but they're always like
Ralph
nicer.
Lauren. You got a Ralph Lauren wallet?
That was last year, yes. So. I've gotten some really good higher end wallets that run $50 to $60. Now, I did a search on Amazon before I came here tonight, and the average, the lowest end was about $30. They had some like Chinese like for like $15, $20, but like the actual name brand decent leather wallets started about $30, and they went all the way up to $100. Now, every year I've had to replace my wallet, and when I get a new wallet, I have to get rid of the old one because it's tore up, okay? I keep a decent amount of cards and stuff in my wallet, and they end up getting pretty thick. And I've had issues where, like, if I'm driving for a long time, I have to take my wallet out of my back pocket because it actually, like, hurts my back and my spine. and it'll even make my leg go numb. I don't know if anybody else has that problem.
Yeah, I do.
But I did also see like an infographic of somebody sitting on their wallet, and it caused their spine to kind of like go like this because their wallet was on that side, so they're kind of leaning. So what that did was, over a period of time, it kind of made their spine have an unnatural curve to it. So I've had that issue, and I've replaced my wallet every year. So when we decided to do this EDC episode a couple months ago, we reached out to a company called Dango. And Dango has wallets, watches, belts, and like accessories. So they have different. Well, go check out the accessories. Their website is dangoproducts.com. If you ever want to go and check out their stuff, I'm going to have a link in the description. If you are interested in their products, wait till the YouTube video comes out, because I will likely have a coupon code for you to save a little bit of money. This wallet is really, really cool. Okay? They call it a tactical wallet. This particular wallet, and I'm going to be cautious as to what I show when I pull stuff out, so I'm not giving you guys my credit card numbers and whatnot, but this is how I wear it, just like this. This is the T01 Tactical Bifold Wallet, Spec Ops Special Edition in gunmetal. Okay? So what this has is, here, go ahead, Robert, zoom back in up here. This has this band that goes across the outside and the middle, okay? This band is usually where I keep my cash. I usually keep my cash behind my Rudders card, because I use that pretty often. And it protects my cash. You know, you simply just put it in. I say simply, of course, it's always been simple until I get on camera.
It's funny how
and
I'm
only using one hand here. So,
well, I think stiff.
yeah, it is, but that's good because it holds
It holds that. Yeah, it holds it.
I'll probably put it in the wrong way. Anyway, so that's what I put on the outside. This thing will hold up to 15 cards, I believe. I have like all the specs here. Oh, here it is. 17 cards. Holds up to 17 cards. It has the band is silicone. The inside of the wallet is stainless steel. And the thing weighs, without anything, about 4 ounces. And it's cool because it comes with a multi-tool kind of built into it. And I'm going to kind of go over that here. But the band, it goes onto the inside as well. There are multiple pockets on all 1, 2, 3, 4 surfaces of the wallet that you can put cards into. One up here, obviously. There's one on this side back here. There's one behind this band where I keep my cash at. There is one behind this band. And again, you can keep anything in here, but the band is multi-purpose. So what you're able to do, I'm going to go ahead and pull these cards out of here. And I swear, folks, I get these cards out every day, and I've not had a single issue with it since I've got it. But what we have in here is this multi-tool. Now, the cool thing about this multi-tool is it was designed... I'm going to pull the other cards out just so I can get to this stuff. It was designed to be used with the wallet. You can take it out and use it by itself, or you can use it with the wallet, which is really neat. So all right. So first, you have this little section right here. Now, this has a couple different purposes. It allows you to push the multi-tool out, as well as any of your cards that are in that pocket. You can use that to push the cards out so you're not digging around in it, but it also pushes the multi-tool out. And there's these little grooves that the multi-tool kind of sits in to keep it secure so it's not just falling out. But this thing is pretty neat. Okay, so they call this the Dango MT02 multi-tool. Like I said, there are other things on the market that are very similar to this, but this is unique. I've never seen anything like this. So when we're looking at this tool right here, we have this right here in this area where you see these little notches. Go ahead and zoom out just a little bit, Robert.
More?
No, zoom out.
Oh, zoom out.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm going to go. All right.
Yeah, let's go right there. Perfect. Okay, so there we go. Right there. Keep it there. Okay, this little area right here is a rope tensioner. So if you're like camping or whatever, and you need to join two pieces of paracord or something together, you can use that for that. This is a serrated knife edge. You have a sharp blade right here, and you have those serrations. You're not going to cut down a tree with this, but again, maybe cutting some thicker rope, you'd be good to go.
You know what else? I was looking at that. Like I said,
No.
This would be good for notching for making a snare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Making a snare.
This little thing here is just a 1/4-inch hex wrench, and it could also be used as a can opener. Then let's see. I'm looking backwards here. So over here is just a ring hole for like a key ring, a keychain. These are lock notches over here. They're the ones that's what holds the tool into the wallet. This down here is a 15mm hex wrench and smartphone stand. So the idea behind the smartphone stand is that you can lock your phone into it like this and stand it up. Now, like, am I ever in my life going to use it that way? No, probably not. But it's a neat concept. It's a neat idea. I guess you could put it on this side as well if you want to have something to kind of lean you up a little bit and watch. Like I said, is that very practical? Am I going to take my wallet out in order to? Probably not. But it's a neat little option, and it's something that they've come up with for a potential use for that particular hole. This is a secure strap. This is where
Just with a strap.
No. This tool is used for multiple wallets, and I do believe that there's another wallet that is used for the strap to go through to hold it in place. Sorry about that. Then down here you have a bottle opener. This is a nail prior. This is a flathead screwdriver down here. So this thing, on it, it's got a little ruler across this surface right here. And then this was actually designed to be gripped like so. So if you needed to use it, say, as like a self-defense or even to cut with, you could use it like this. I guess you could bring it around like this, but the idea was to have it big and open like that to save on weight, obviously, but also to be able to grip and hold this thing. So pretty cool wallet. Now, in saying all of that, the price that they have on this thing on the website is $109, which is pretty high, and I questioned before we decided to do this review. I questioned, is that practical? For somebody to spend $110 on a wallet, and then I really got to thinking about that. Every year, myself or somebody else spent at least $50 on a wallet that needed to be replaced every year, and I've been wearing wallets for, I don't know, and decent wallets for, let's just say I've been wearing decent wallets for 12 years. 12 times 50, you do the math. It's a lot of money. It's $600. Okay, $600 over 12 years that I or somebody else has spent on wallets. This, because it's made of mostly steel screws, silicone strap. That silicone's not going to go anywhere. This thing is going to last. I've only had it for about 3 months myself. However, I have spoken with people that have had a Dango wallet, not this particular because this is a newer model, but had Dango wallets for quite some time, for a couple of years, and they've held up the same as when they first got them. So
that's nice.
Yeah. So this is something that I recommend. Now, to the actual physical aspect of it, it is a lot thinner. I wish I would have had my actual old wallet that I could have compared the two. This thing is super thin, and when you put your cards in, it really doesn't add that much bulk to it. So when you wear it, it's not uncomfortable. It doesn't push up on your spine like the other wallet does. And I just took a 4-hour trip over the weekend. Did not take my wallet out once, except when I went to the store. But while I was driving, didn't take it out once, and it did not bother me. This is the same amount of cards I've always carried. So when it comes down to the actual comfort of this thing, hands down, I recommend.
That says a lot.
Yeah,
that says a lot.
It really does. So you have durability, you have functionality, you have comfort. So these wallets, again, I would definitely recommend. I would say they have 2-3 dozen different models that you can choose from. They have tactical designs, they have leather, they have dressier designs. And if you go to dangoproducts.com, you'll be able to just browse through all of those and see, again, little on the pricier side, but if you're considering something that you're going to have for the long term, this is it, folks. I really do believe it. You should know by now that we would not do reviews and we would not recommend products to you guys if we didn't actually 100% believe in
them. No, we and trust me, we've had good companies, sound companies send us stuff that I'm like, we both looked at each other and goes, really?
We are not doing a review on this.
We're not doing a review on this.
Even a bad review, no, we're not doing it because we value you guys. Again, to have 10,000 households, we put a lot of work into this, and we know that you trust our opinions on this stuff. So if you are in the market for a wallet or a tactical wallet specifically, or even a nice dress wallet, check them out because, like I said, they definitely have my vote of confidence when it comes down to the quality of their product and the comfort and the functionality.
And guys, you do get what you pay for.
In a lot of cases, you definitely do get what you pay for. And this is a case where I can say, you do. Now, I am going to do another in-depth review on this, kind of an up-close and personal review. It's going to go on YouTube, so check that out as well.
Do that as like a podcast?
Yeah, we'll probably do. Yeah,
and that as a podcast.
And that will be devoted just to that. So you don't have to watch this whole episode to see our review and opinion on this thing. And it might be in the next couple weeks, or it might even be in the next couple of months.
I like that.
Again, look at Robert. You don't have to zoom in on this, but the profile of this with cards in it, it is. I mean,
that's thin, guys.
Yeah. Considering that my leather wallet was, no lie, at least twice as thick.
And then you put business cards in that.
Yep. So definitely highly recommend this. And I'll just run through my laptop case real quick because we're way past. And thank you, Robert, for hanging in there for us.
Yes, thank you, Robert. Thank you.
You'll get the bill.
Evan will get the bill. So this is my laptop bag. On the outside, I have another little cheap flashlight on a lanyard. This is a
Speaker.
A Bluetooth speaker. It's waterproof. This is for when I need my jams and my phone's not enough. I can throw that on. Over here, I have a tactical pen. It also has a flashlight on it. It's got a little glass breaker, I guess it is there, but that could be used as
That's a self-defense tool.
a self-defense tool, pressure points, and such.
Kubaton.
Then moving to the inside, the front pocket, I have
I need to get one of those.
my trusty Schmog. This thing has 1,000,001 uses, from it being cold outside and you need something to wrap around your head and neck, to being a sling if somebody gets hurt or whatever. They're like $12. Recommend them, definitely. And I just shove that in the front. That's just like, hey, in case I need it. And I've even used them as like an emergency towel.
It's a whatever.
I decided to jump in the lake and I need to dry off real quick. I've used them to like clean up blood, like somebody has a nosebleed or something. Just so many different uses for a big piece of fabric.
Oh wow.
On the inside of my my laptop bag is I have a Bushmaster multi-tool.
Nice.
And it's got a knife, a screwdriver, pliers.
Yeah.
Your typical standard multi-tool. In the next pocket over, I have two mini SD cards and an adapter. Those are both 16 gigs each, so I could use that on my phone. And most laptops these days have SD card readers. So if I'm shooting video on my phone and I don't have enough space on my phone, or I don't want to use the space up on my phone, I could pop those in real quick. Gives me 16 gigs. I keep a cheap knife sharpener in my everyday carry. Again, I carry 3 knives on me. That, like Evan said, if your knife is not sharp, you might as well not have a knife. So this allows me to sharpen my knife on the go. And these are about, I think, $5-6 at Walmart.
Yeah.
Recommend them for sure.
Very. And let me tell you something, guys. A good sharp knife, you don't have to get a razor edge on it, but just keep it sharp enough to do the task at hand.
And that sharpens it. If it has a sharp edge already, or relatively sharp edge, that thing will put an edge on it sharp enough to shave with.
Yeah.
Now, I had a knife that had no edge on it. It was completely dull. I ran it through that thing like 200 times, and it's still not sharp. So it's not gonna. It can't perform miracles. But it's a good, cheap option to have to carry around with you. And
it goes by steel. It goes by steel.
Now, this is just a pair of headphones with a microphone. Again, cheap, $5, $6, $7 pair. This is if I need to listen to my phone or my computer or whatever in private. I can do that with these. I have like probably half a dozen of these laying around in my car and at the house. They're just a good thing to have on hand. I keep 2 permanent markers, a black and a red, and I keep two ink pens, a black and a red. I have some business cards in here. I have some no-dos in here, some caffeine. I have another Bic lighter. This is a little first aid kit that I made. This was actually a case sold by Old Navy. Came from Old Navy. It has Old Navy stickers in it. This is this has a lot of the same stuff that Evan has in his IFAC. I've compressed it down into this small little package. It's got a soft what's it got in it? I don't know. It's got a tourniquet in it, at least one. It's got a chest seal. It's got a decompression needle, and the typical standard boo-boo stuff. It's got ibuprofen. It's got diarrhea medicine, cold medicine, allergy medicine. A lot of different things packed into this little pouch. And this is my everyday carry on the go.
Trust me, and we've both pulled Band-Aids out of that.
Right. and on that, I have just another little knife that's got a blade. It's got some scissors on it. That's just a little extra that I threw on there. This right here is
These are neat.
so these are my reading glasses. As I get older, I cannot see in front of my face. These are my little telescopic reading glasses. They fold up into this little case right here.
That is just wicked.
I used to carry them in my pocket, but again, I end up like losing them or forgetting them somewhere or whatever. So I keep them in my laptop bag now. They are awesome little reading glasses for a pinch. So you can get those. There's actually like a name brand of these that are relatively expensive. You can go on Amazon and type in like telescopic reading, and this doesn't even have a. Oh, here we go. Success Eyewear is what the brand of this. And I think that these were like 2 of them for under $20. So nice little option to throw into your pocket or in your everyday
Amazon
bag.
has helped us out a lot.
Oh yeah. Then in the last thing in the front pocket here, I have my ham radio. This is a little Baofeng. You can get these for about $30.
Not anymore.
Yeah, you can still get them.
Yeah, you can still get them.
Yep. They are, if you know how to use them, they are
They're
invaluable.
awesome. They are awesome, guys. We use them every time we go out.
Yep.
In a convoy situation that we do.
You can, the other thing that I carry in here in the back pocket is a list of all of the local weather repeaters in the areas that I'm going to be at. So if there's like a weather emergency or I'm thinking there might be, I can tune that radio into the local weather stations, the weather repeaters, and I can have like firsthand knowledge. Now, emergency information is also broadcast over those weather repeater stations.
Yep.
So if there's an emergency other than weather, I can tune into those and I can get that. This is a 2 terabyte external hard drive for my laptop because my laptop does not have much internal memory. So this gives me some extra memory. And that's it. I got my laptop in here.
Yeah. We both have the same
Yeah, laptop with tactical in vinyl on there, just to because we're awesome like that.
We have to do it.
So that's my everyday carry. So we've gone way long, and again, we thank you, Robert, for hanging in there with us. But we think this is important because this is the stuff that's going to get you out of a bind if you get into a bind. Okay, if you get into a bind and you don't have the stuff, the things to get you out of the bind, then you're not getting out of the bind, okay?
No.
Now, is this going to get us out of every bad situation? Maybe not, okay? But the things that we carry have gotten us out of a lot of situations and will get us out of many foreseeable situations in the future. So if you haven't thought about what you carry on you every single day, think about it. Lay all your stuff out on the table and start to think, what am I going to need? You don't need an IFAC. There are plenty of pocket-sized first aid kits. You don't need 4 knives, okay? There's plenty of knives that you can have 1 or 2 good knives, and that's all you need. But sit down, look at the things that you carry every day. Think about situations like the time that you had a cold and didn't have any medicine, or you had a headache and you didn't have any medicine, or had diarrhea and didn't have any medicine. It happens to all of us, okay? Think about the time where you had a box and you couldn't open it because there was you didn't have a knife. Whatever. There are 1,000 different situations, all of the blah, blah, blahs. Think about those, okay? And think about what can I reasonably carry on my person to help
you
mitigate.
never know. You'll never know, guys. I mean, take it from us. I mean, we go out there in the field. We do training. We do this. We do that. That IFAC may not be because of me. I might not have to need it.
Yeah.
But I have been on a range where I've gotten burned.
Yeah.
Because I got hit with hot lead.
And this is not even including we have bug out bags, we have vehicle kits, We have so we have all these different contingencies, but this is our everyday carry, no matter where we go. Unless we're walking into a courthouse, this is what is on
If
us.
we go to court, if we ever go to court, trust me, everything that vehicle is going to be locked up.
Right. So think about it, folks, because it's really important. It might save your life someday, especially when it comes down to this right here. Okay. Think about your self-defense, what you're going to carry firearms-wise. If you have any questions on that, if you want any advice, if you need training and you're in the York, Pennsylvania, or in the general vicinity, send us an email, tactfultactical@usa.com, or go onto Facebook to Tactful Tactical and send us a message. And we would love to talk to you and kind of help you figure out what's appropriate for you as far as
And
everyday
here's another
carry
thing
goes.
too, guys. We do train.
Right.
We do train.
Evan taught a class this past Tuesday, and it went awesome. The guy is thrilled with the stuff that he learned. So definitely.
And like I said, guys, there's not a if we we've got some rare guns, and we're not scared to let you shoot 'em.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't own guns that are just for
Save
show.
queens.
Right. Exactly. So anyway, think about it. If there's any questions, please let us know. Please like, share, subscribe, and be entered in to win one of these swag bag giveaways that we do. And anyway, I'm Andy.
And I'm Evan.
Deplorable General, over and
Over and
out.